Look at this tiniest little ladybug on my chicken fence this morning. Morning, gals. Hey guys, welcome back. It has been about a week since I showed you anything in the garden, and everything is taking off. Let me show you what I mean. I'm standing in the middle of my tomato plants, and look at this one next to me. It is as tall as I am. And the ones behind me are doing pretty awesome too. Look at them all. It's kind of hard to get into the middle of them anymore. And look at all these little tomatoes. I mean, they're almost everywhere that you look right now. Oh, here's a good sized one behind me. I have to turn so carefully. That one. Can you see it? Can I show it to you? There it is. Isn't that cool? So excited. I've been working so much on these tomato plants, and I'm learning so much as I go as well. I planted one in the middle of these tomato plants, and it's doing okay. It's laying on the ground. I just kind of wanted to see what it would do whenever it laid on the ground. It might help if I didn't have so many weeds, but this is it on the ground, and it is, you see it's bending up. And then that is a part of it as well. So it's doing its thing. It's taking off and getting the sunlight it needs to and going the direction it wants to. So that's kind of cool. It's about 60 degrees out this morning, so I'll probably just try to stay out in the garden a lot and try to get some of these weeds out of here. But honestly, they're taking over and I'm having a hard time keeping up with keeping them down. My corn is growing really well. I cut back the weeds over here. The ants have left. I did put this little poison trap out for them. It's the only thing that I put out here, and it seemed to do the job because they're not here anymore. I picked my orange carrots, and my purple carrots still need picking. They're struggling. Oh, this one is going to flower. So I really do need to pick those before the rest of them go to flower as well. My stevia is struggling. I think that it was just thirsty. I gave it a big drink of water this morning, and it actually seems like it's perked up since then. So hopefully that was all it needed. My mint is just thriving, of course, because it's mint. Oh, it smells so delicious. My beans are doing fantastic. I have like bunches of them. Got this big bald spot here that's supposed to have beans in it too, but I'm kind of glad that it doesn't, because that gives me an area to walk. But these beans are doing really well. And look, these actually probably are ready for harvesting. Aren't those beautiful? These are my dragon ton beans that I was so excited about getting. Got 3 of them on here so far. I haven't checked my other plants, but I'm sure that they're producing as well somewhere. I know that look at these guys down here. Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't think anybody else is producing yet. Look at my squash. My squash and my green beans are struggling for the same space. But I've got no squash plants yet, so, or fruit. Here's the other side of those squash plants. I put them here with the thought that they would grow up this panel, but I think that they're going to be more bush variety than climbing variety. So I think I might have just lost my space opportunity here, but I'll try to grow these cucumbers up, and maybe they can go around the corner. I'm not sure. But my cucumbers, speaking of them, are big and beautiful and taking off like crazy. And look at this big cucumber that I've got down here. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more. My zinnias, looking beautiful. Another group of tomatoes, of course. All of my pepper plants. Pepper, 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 pepper. Some of them got blown over with the storm. This one got blown over and had to kind of start over. And that one as well. This one, I'm not sure why this one is struggling as hard as it is, but it's really struggling to take off, and I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. That one also, on the end, that one there got blown over as well with one of the storms that we had come through. And actually, it looks like we're fixing on having another storm, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe I need to do something to support these guys so they don't blow over again. So here's a couple more plants. Peppers. And then I've got ground cherries there. I've got 4 of them. Look at how big these guys are getting. They also exceeded my expectations on the size. So I used to walk through this area to get to the other side over there, but now my ground cherries have definitely taken over my walkway, and I had to find another path. So here's some more tomatoes, and they're doing pretty good. They all like this fence. They seem to attach onto it, which is just fine by me. See the tomatoes there? There. Let's see, what else? Here's a sunflower growing up tall. Some more peppers. Looking good. Here's my strawberries. Although none of them have been producing strawberries lately, so I'm not sure if something's getting into them or if they're just not producing strawberries right now, but it kind of makes me sad. And then a couple more of my tomato plants. Look at these babies. I'm so excited. I think these are the beefsteak variety. And then I planted some cilantro in this blue bucket. And then of course my basil. And that's a variety of basil as well. So everything's really coming together, doing what it's supposed to do, growing and being a garden. I do need to work on the weeds, and I will, but this storm coming is, I think it's gonna force me inside a little early today, earlier than I wanted to. But hopefully I can be getting some fruits soon. I'm excited to try my ground cherries. I know my husband and daughter are very excited about the cucumber because they're big cucumber fans. I'm not so much, but I grew that for them. So, and then of course all of our tomatoes, we're gonna be in tomatoes for quite some time, and I'm very excited about that, making salsa and spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce and everything else that comes with having tomatoes and canning. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I thank you guys for hanging out with me on this stormy morning, and I will catch you all in the next video. Stay dry, and I'll see you later. Bye.